Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let's look at secondary indexes. So why these secondary indexes are used, sir? These secondary indexes are used to query alternatively your table. Why these are used? It allows this allows users to query alternatively your table. These secondary indexes are again classified into two types. First one is local secondary indexes and second one is global secondary indexes. Coming to this, local secondary indexes, we can only create them during table creation. During table creation only we can able to create them. Whereas this global secondary indexes, we can create them at any time. At any time we can able to create these global secondary indexes. So what does this local secondary index contain? What is this local secondary index? It's nothing but it's nothing but a alternative secondary key only. What is it? A alternative secondary key. That means in your table, if you see what is the sec what is the sort key, alternative sort key only, not secondary, it's a alternative sort key. LSI is nothing but it's your alternative sort key. So if you see your table, what is the sort key? Number. Like that, is there any alternative for the sort key? Then you can choose that key as local secondary index. So currently in this table, we don't have such type of availability for alternative to this key. So we don't able to, we are not unable to choose this local secondary index for this table. If you have any column with some particular ID numbers like this, then you can able to choose it for alternative sort key, because by using that also you can able to identify your item. So what about this global sort indexes? What is this GSI? This global sort indexes is nothing but it's a combination of your sort key and alternative partition key. What I'm saying, it's a combination of sort key plus alternative partition key. So it's a combination of sort key plus alternative partition key. What does it mean? That means in order to provide this global secondary key, you need to provide your secondary key. What is the secondary key here? That is a number that you need to provide. And you also need to provide alternative partition key. So for here, what is the partition key you have? You have ID. So you can take your alternative partition key as numbers. You can take alternative partition key as names here, so that you can able to provide both sort key number as well as alternative partition key, that is names, to your query, so that you will get a particular item or particular record from this table. So it is possible for us to current table. You can choose names as your partition, alternative partition key here. It same like your composite primary. What do you send for composite primary key? You send partition key as well as sort key. So here also you will send sort key and alternative partition key. Other than current partition key, you will send alternative partition key. So by using that, it makes a easy way to provide you to response by again classifying or by again filtering your request. Now let's see another comparison between local secondary index and global secondary indexes. So what about consistency? During which consistency mode, which type of keys are allowed? So coming to consistency, these LSI keys are allowed. This LSI key is allowed only during strong consistency. Whereas this GSI key allowed only during eventual consistency. When do we allow? We only allow during, it only allow during eventual consistency. So whenever you created your table with eventual consistency, then you have additional key that you can able to use for query. What is that? GSI, global secondary indexes. So whenever you created your table with strong consistency, then you have another key for query. What is that? Local secondary index. So here under local secondary index, you provide alternative sort key. Whereas in global secondary index, you provide sort key and alternative partition key as well. So now the question is, up to how many indexes do I create? Up to how many indexes I can create? So you can create up to 5 local indexes per table. You can create up to 5 local secondary indexes per table. Whereas coming to global secondary indexes, you can create up to 20 global secondary indexes per table. So these are the hard limits that you need to remember, because may they ask you under your certification questions. So I hope you understood this, both global secondary indexes as well as local secondary indexes and their classification between them. I hope you understood this video and you got some content about secondary indexes, and you also understood the terminology of local secondary index and global secondary indexes. Hope you understood this video and you got some content on this video. If you feel this video is contentful, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. See you back in the next video. Until then, bye bye guys.